Hello everyone, welcome back. I'm Stacy and this is the For Bricks and Giggles YouTube channel. For today's speed build, I have a Western set 6769 Fort Legoredo from 1996. So stick around to the end to hear my review and let's get started. So here we have the completed build. This set is right around 640 pieces and comes with 10 minifigures. And like I said at the beginning, this set originally came out in 1996 and then was re-released during the Legends era in 2002. So my brother got this set in 2002 during the Legends era, which was honestly such a great time to be a kid because sets we missed out on were re-released. I got like the pizzeria and the restaurant set. He got Fort Legoredo, all kinds of great sets that we missed out on because we were too young to be into Lego or not born yet when they originally came out. So like I said, my brother got this one. It originally came out in 96. He would have been 1 at that time. I would have been 4. So both definitely would not have gotten this set. So this set, however, is not his copy of the set. This is my copy of the set, and I just got it. If you all noticed, I did not post a video last week because I was out of town for my sister's wedding, and my sister did not get the memo that you are not supposed to give gifts to, the bridal party and people who attend your wedding, and this amazing set is what she got me for being a part of her wedding, her big day, and helping out in the process along the way. Definitely the coolest gift she has ever given me. This was one of those sets that I wasn't sure I would ever get because it is expensive and I'm currently not in a place in my life to be able to just throw money at whatever I want. So it was super emotional. I'm so happy to have it. It's such a beautiful set. I have not seen this set built probably in more than 15 years. This was the first time I ever got to build it because obviously the one that my brother owned he would build and then we left it built for quite a long time. But I did play with this set a lot growing up. Absolutely loved it. It is such a classic Lego set. Honestly, probably a top 10 set of all time. Probably one of my top 3 favorites that I own now. I am just absolutely obsessed. So I will go ahead and show you the minifigures first. So this set comes with 10 amazing classic minifigures. First up, we have Bandit number 1, old school brown cowboy hat, little bandana around the neck, just a really cool head and torso. Definitely like the colors for this torso. They're a little bit unique, so they used to use so much color for these guys back in the day. I really like that. It makes them pop a lot. Next up we have Bandit number 2, another brown cowboy hat. Really like the suspenders for this guy, another bandana. I remember getting that piece as a kid and absolutely loving it. I can't remember what set it came with, but actually it may not even have been a set. We used to order the little expansion packs and things they offered with like accessory pieces. They were so cheap and they came with all these amazing like decorative elements, printed parts, and minifigure accessories. They were so cool. I like that Lego has kind of brought that back a little bit more, but I think they could do even more, especially with the minifigure accessories. I think those would be a really cool expansion pack to sell in the little poly bags like they do with the other accessory parts. Then we've got Bandit number 3. I really like his gold tooth. The green torso pops a lot. He looks super fancy to be a bandit, especially with the top hat. I just think he's super cool though. Then you've got this classic looking cowboy minifigure. There aren't a ton of brown torsos, so I always like getting a brown torso because I feel like they're a little more rare. The white cowboy hat definitely pops. His head is used in a lot of different sets, not just in the Western theme. Classic blue legs. Now the cavalry are here. They are some of the coolest minifigures ever. They're pretty expensive, unfortunately, but they're as close to, I guess, army as you'll ever get, or military when it comes to Lego. But I like that they're all in blue. It's just really unique. Printed hat, probably a little more rare for the time. Like the use of the white hands with the blue torsos. It just, again, really makes them pop and makes him look a little more fancy. He is the Colonel, a really great minifigure. You get 2 of this guy. One comes with the bandana around the neck and one does not. That seems to be the only difference between the 2 of them. So hat, head, torso, legs, all the same, just one with a bandana and one without. Again, just an awesome looking minifigure. They did so much nice detail work with the buttons, belts, and just overall design. And then you get 3 of this guy. 2 of them come with the little bandana around the neck and one does not. So other than the bandana, again, they're all the same. Really love this hat. That's a really classic piece that I believe has been discontinued, unfortunately. It's a great hat though. I wish they would bring that back. Maybe during one of the collectible series they'll bring that piece back. I think it would be really cool. I kind of wish Lego would do one of their, collector series and just pick highlights of some of the best minifigures they've ever made throughout the years. Western, pirates, castle, all the great classic themes. If they did a series of just those, I think that would go over really well. We'll see if that ever happens, but 10 great minifigures for this set. Alright, as for the rest of the build, here in the front, I just want to point out these really awesome horses. I was absolutely obsessed with horses as a kid, and like I had mentioned during the minifigure segment, Lego used to do accessory packs, and I know we got one that included horses at one point, and I remember fighting with my brother over who was going to get the brown horse, because this was before he would have gotten this set, and we both had a black and a white horse, but neither of us had a brown horse, and we both wanted that brown horse so bad. I do believe I won on that one, although, throughout the years there were times he won on stuff too, but just brought back an old memory I had kind of forgotten. So you do get one of each color, which is really nice. I do love this flag. It's a classic flag. I found one not too long ago and made a Christmas ornament, a Western themed Christmas ornament out of Lego for my Etsy shop. I don't think anyone's bought that one yet, and if they don't, I might keep it for myself because I really love that classic flag pattern. Also get this little instrument here, which as a kid I always thought was a trumpet, but it's listed as a bugle on BrickLink, and that is in chrome gold. That also came in one of the accessory packs we got. Such a great piece. I think BrickLink has it listed as being in about 12 sets. I know they used it in a bunch of the Western sets, as well as like the Lego Time Cruisers, I believe it was, and then some random sets, but they didn't use it for a ton. It was a great piece. I think they definitely could have done a lot more with it. And then you've got these little builds. This cannon does actually have the function to launch, which I was pretty surprised by because I thought in the US we didn't really get a whole lot of those, but it does have the launching function, which I was kind of surprised by. And it works super well. I don't know that I've ever had one with that function before, or at least not one that actually worked. So that's pretty cool. Awesome to get 3 horses. As for the build itself, it does break down into 4 sections, which is really nice. And they're only held together by like a single piece, and I had forgotten that. So each corner has one piece that you can remove to detach the 4 sections, and I had forgotten that it is so fragile, so like if you want to shift the set at all, those pieces pop right off. That's not a problem because I want to take it apart anyways. So like I said, just one of these on each corner to hold it together. The flags are actually stickers. I didn't remember that, and they're in really good shape. They're holding up super well for a set that is well over 20 years old. So many brown log pieces. I love it. The classic little shrubs. The red parrots, I forgot were plain. I remembered that it had parrots from when I was a kid, but I didn't remember that they were non-printed, so that was kind of cool. Underneath this shrub though, the brick pops off and there are gold coins down inside of there. Always a favorite piece of mine. So a little hidden spot there. Love these huge classic doors. All of the doors are barricaded with a bar across, but these just remind me of like classic castles, so I love these giant black doors. Here we've got the headquarters, got a little jail underneath, classic piece there, the jail door. Fun burps and lurps, always love those, and they're in light gray, which is really cool, a little bit different than the, you know, traditional dark gray that you see in a lot of sets. I like that they have a pathway running around the top of this whole set so that you can set up your little guys to protect the border. I think that was a really nice little design there. Some stairs, some fence pieces, and then there are chairs inside and a little deck of cards. I absolutely loved that tile piece growing up. Just thought it was so cute. So much detail in one little 1x2 tile. Really like the gray shutters as well. Blue window panes, which really pop for the inside. Definitely a great color scheme here with the blue, red, and brown, you know, really contrasting, and the whole set really stands out because of that. This is kind of the most plain side of the whole set, just really used for, you know, completing the 4th wall. You don't need a whole lot going on every side. Still a great design. And then you've got the front, another great flag. The sign, I will fully admit that as a kid we called it Fort Legoredo. I still have a hard time saying Fort Legoredo. I don't know why we thought it was pronounced that way, but when I was looking up something about this set, I saw someone make a point to say, you know, don't say Fort Legoredo, and I think that's so funny that it must have been like a common thing that people would call it Fort Legoredo when it's Fort Legoredo. Obviously it's spelled with an E, so you would assume Legoredo is correct, but for whatever reason, I remember calling it Fort Legoredo. More parrots, more little shrubs, giant barrels, which I think are really awesome. In the pictures, they actually show the bandits hiding out in those barrels, like ready to pop out and surprise the cavalry. So great little lookout spots at the top as well. More of those classic doors. Honestly, just so many great early Lego pieces. I would love to see these doors brought back. So I am just absolutely obsessed with this set. I'm so happy to finally have it. Honestly, I could probably still cry. I'm like in shock that I own this set. It was definitely a top bucket list set that I wanted to have for my collection for so long, but definitely didn't think I would be able to get. This set, as either the original or the Legends remake, is starting at around $250, which for a 650 piece set, you know, seems a little high. Although piece counts for this era were very low, even though the size of these sets were massive. So I was talking to someone about this set, and I'm like, if Lego made this set today, this would be like a 2,000 piece set, you know, bare minimum. What 2,000 pieces is today is 600 pieces 25 years ago. So you have to kind of adjust what the prices would be, even though the piece counts seem so low. And that's actually what I prefer. I mean, this set took me maybe around an hour to build, so that's kind of what I enjoy, and it's a great, beautiful display piece. I've got to find a way to be able to keep this. I can't imagine having to take it apart now that I've put it together because I love it so much. So if you do get the opportunity to get this set at a good price, then I highly recommend it. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.